My beloved child, if in recent days you have felt unsettled when thinking about your home, about the place you return to each evening, about the door you close behind you after a long day, pause and listen to me in peace. I do not come to make you look around with fearful eyes, nor do I want you to imagine that every shadow is a danger. I come to awaken in you a healthy watchfulness. So, you may know that a home is not only a place where you take shelter from rain and sun, but also a space that must be guarded with wisdom, order, prayer, and clear-minded choices. A home is meant to be a place where you rest, not where you live in worry, where you are restored. Not where fear quietly takes up space, where love is nurtured. Not where distraction makes you forget what is precious right before your eyes. I have seen you many times walk into your home with a weary body and a mind full of things you have not yet laid down. I see you trying to be strong, trying to keep the rhythm of life normal, trying to tell yourself that everything will be all right. While inside you, there are small bells reminding you to pay closer attention. Perhaps it is a heaviness you cannot clearly trace. Perhaps it is uneasiness each time night falls. Perhaps it is practical matters in your home that you have delayed for too long, a lock that needs to be checked, a door that needs repair, a dark corner that needs light, a relationship in the home that needs to be spoken about again with sincerity. I do not want you to panic. I want you to see everything with awakened eyes. True peace is not pretending there is nothing that needs care, but having the courage to care for what must be cared for while trusting in me. Do not think that my protection only comes through great miracles. Many times, I protect you through a very gentle thought. Lock the door more carefully. Check what you have overlooked. Call someone trustworthy. Bring order back to what is cluttered. Avoid a path that makes you uneasy. Turn down the noises that are making your heart unclear. Sometimes, my guidance comes through very ordinary wisdom. I can send angels to guard you, but I also give you clarity to live responsibly. I can cover your home with mercy, but I also invite you to cooperate through small things, restoring order, repairing what is broken, keeping boundaries, choosing gracious words, and not allowing carelessness to become a doorway for anxiety. Remember Nehemiah when he returned to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. He did not merely pray and then ignore the gaps in the broken wall. He prayed and also placed watchmen. He encouraged the people to work with one hand and remain watchful with courage. He did not let the threats of his opponents throw him into confusion, but he also did not take danger lightly. He kept his heart directed toward me while doing his responsibility on the earth. Do you see? Mature faith is not closing your eyes to what needs repair. Mature faith is believing that I preserve you while also rising to rebuild fallen walls. Mend gaps. Place watch where watch is needed, and not let fear paralyze your hands. In the same way, my child, look again at your home calmly. Is there anything in that space that is stealing your rest? Is there a habit bringing chaos into the place that should be a shelter of peace? Is there a conversation that needs to be reconciled? Is there a silence that has lasted so long it has become a wall between those living together? Is there any device, doorway, lighting, safety matter, or cleanliness issue you need to pay attention to? I do not ask these things to burden your heart, but to help you become a wise steward of the portion of land I have entrusted to you. A home is cared for not only by strong locks, but also by gentle words, honored truth, maintained boundaries, and my presence being invited into every small corner. If you feel that something is not right, do not quickly conclude in fear, but do not deny it through neglect either. Pray, then act wisely. Observe, then handle each matter. Seek appropriate help if there is a real danger. Speak with your loved ones if there is tension in the home. Check the places that need checking. Bring light into dark corners. Clear away what has piled up. Remove what weighs on your heart. And let your home breathe again. I do not want you to live like someone hunted by fear. I want you to live as one who is loved, taught, preserved, and able to care for their living space with watchfulness. Also recognize that some things watching your home may not come in the form you imagine, but through quiet habits, distraction, anger nursed for too long, content that clouds your mind, words that distance people in the household from one another, anxieties carried into the bedroom every night, busyness that leaves you no longer praying, no longer giving thanks, no longer listening. These things can make the atmosphere in your home heavy if you allow them to remain. So guard the door of your heart just as you guard the door of your house. Choose what is allowed to enter through your eyes, through your ears, through your words, through your conversations, and through your daily rhythm. I want to make the place where you live into a refuge, even if that home has held tears, witnessed arguments, and carried nights when you lay awake alone. I can restore peace there. I can make a room that once stirred anxiety become a place where you learn to pray. I can make a table that once held silence become a place where good words are spoken. I can make a door that once made your heart heavy when you entered become a sign that you are returning to a place being cared for. But build this with me day by day, through small and faithful actions, an apology, a blessing, an act of cleaning, a decision to turn off the noise, a sincere prayer before night falls. Remember that I am not far from your home. I am near in your breath when you sit down after a long day. I am near in your hands when you repair something broken. I am near in the wisdom that makes you choose to check safety instead of ignoring it. I am near in the softness that helps you decide not to answer with anger. I am near in the morning light when you open the window and say, "May the Father's peace remain in this place." Do not despise small things. Many times, great protection begins with one small act of obedience. And deep peace begins when one corner of the house is brought back into order. My beloved child, be at peace, but do not fall asleep. Be watchful, but do not panic. Pray, but also act. Trust me to preserve you, but also live responsibly with the place I have entrusted to you. I do not come to announce a disaster that makes you tremble. I come to call you to rebuild your refuge, restore boundaries, bring light to what is dark, and invite peace to return. If something needs repair, repair it. If something needs to be released, release it. If a danger needs to be handled, handle it with wisdom. If a fear needs to be surrendered, place it in my hands. I am your Father, the one who sees what you do not yet see. the one who leads you by light, the one who protects you not only from what is outside, but also from the unrest that wants to occupy what is inside. Walk in peace, because your home can become a place of rest, restoration, love, and a place where my presence is honored each day. Something very great is drawing near tonight, and I want you to recognize that the tension you feel in the atmosphere is not something you are imagining. My child, there are times when the atmosphere around you changes before the matter appears outwardly. There are times when your heart becomes unsettled, not because you are weak, but because I am awakening watchfulness within you so you can prepare. That heaviness, that feeling you cannot name, that prompting that makes you know you cannot continue as before, all of it is my reminder touching you. I do not want you to wait until tomorrow. I do not want you to put things off until after one more fall. And do not want you to delay until everything becomes harder to restore. I am calling you back right now, back to the refuge of my presence, where you are covered, made clear, and kept from things your eyes cannot yet see. My beloved child, do not treat this warning as a strange bell. I do not speak to make you tremble, but to draw you into a safe place before darkness tries to come too close. When night falls over a season of life, not everyone stands firm if they have become used to ignoring my voice. Some fall not because they are unloved, but because they refuse to listen when love has warned them. Some rise, not because they were never weak, but because at the moment they needed to return. They chose to trust me more than the voice of fear. You are standing at such a turning point. Your choice in this moment will shape the way you pass through what is coming. Let your heart soften. Do not convince yourself that it does not matter, because what I remind you of today is meant to preserve your peace tomorrow. I know you once thought no one understood what you were enduring. I know the nights you cried in silence, the fears you swallowed so no one would notice, the burdens you carried alone because you did not want to become a burden to others. I saw when you tried to appear fine while inside you were weary. I saw the times you wanted to speak but could not find anyone safe enough to listen. You are not abandoned. I have never turned my face away from you. But in that love, I also need you to listen. Not every quietness is peace, and not everything familiar is safe. There are signs I have placed before you many times, not to make you confused, but so you may recognize that it is time to rise in clarity. There is a trap being set near the boundaries of your life, not in a way natural eyes easily recognize, but through influences, thoughts, words, habits, and atmospheres that want to pull you away from my covering. The adversary does not always come with a loud noise. Sometimes he comes through prolonged weariness, through one small repeated worry, through tension in the home, through words that make you doubt, through the feeling of wanting to give up just before you touch a turning point. He wants to break your peace, invade the place where you should be resting, and distort what I am building in your life. But I say to you, if you cling tightly to me, he will not succeed. I will send my protection to stand guard at the door of your home. I will cover your family with the holy fire of preservation. I will confuse the schemes that want to come near you, break the grip of what does not belong to me, and restore boundaries of peace around everything connected to you. But you must cooperate with me through obedience. Stop opening the door to things that have made you lose clarity. Stop tolerating the voices that pull your heart away from my presence. Walk through your home with words of peace, with faith, with purity. Call my light back into every room, every relationship, every decision, every thought. My child, return before darkness tries to make your heart heavier. Remain in me before the noise becomes louder than your discernment. I do not call you to condemn you, but to cover you. I do not warn you to frighten you, but to save you from what does not need to happen. Tonight, choose me. Choose peace. Choose to take refuge in my love that never sleeps. When you remain in my presence, what comes near to harm, you will have to draw back, and your home will be covered by my light, power, and calm. You must not delay any longer, because this is the hour for you to return to me with a decisive heart. There are things you have known you need to release. Doors you have known you need to close. Noises you have known you need to turn off. Yet, you have still told yourself you will do it another day. When things are less busy, when your heart feels more ready, when the pressure decreases, when you feel strong enough to change. But my beloved child, obedience cannot be postponed forever into tomorrow. There are reminders I have placed within you for weeks, even months. You have felt that prompting in quiet moments. You have known what draws you away from me. What makes your heart cloudy? What pulls you back into old cycles? Yet you still set it aside, as though delay has no consequences. I do not say this to make you afraid, but to awaken you before the strong wind comes. There are battles you do not need to enter if you will listen to me now. Repent in the places where you need to repent. Clean out what you have allowed to remain too long in your life. Remove from your habits, thoughts, relationships, and entertainment the things that even you know do not carry my breath. Do not try to call what draws you away from peace harmless. Do not decorate distraction with reasonable excuses. Do not keep what is weakening your inner sensitivity and then wonder why you no longer hear me as clearly as before. I do not require you to be perfect before you return. I only want you to be honest. Honesty opens the door for light. Humility opens A heart that knows how to return quickly is more precious than a mouth that speaks many words while still holding tightly to what is misaligned. You once sensed me pulling you away from certain places. Yet, you stayed because they were familiar. You once sensed me reminding you to turn off certain voices. Yet you kept listening because they helped you temporarily forget the emptiness. You once sensed me calling you back to prayer. Yet you let busyness replace nearness. You once knew you needed to open the Holy Word. Sit still and let truth wash your mind. Yet you chased things that scattered your heart. I see all of it, and I still do not turn away from you. But my love does not let you keep sleeping when the lamp in your home needs to be lit again. I call you because I love you. I correct you because I protect you. I urge you because what is coming requires you to stand under covering, not outside beneath the rain of chaos. Protect your home through obedience, not only the house with walls and doors, but the space where you live, what you allow into your mind, the words you speak to your family, the atmosphere you nurture in ordinary hours. Confess my name over your path by choosing what is upright when no one is watching. Place your family under my keeping through pure prayers. Timely forgiveness, words that build instead of wound, and refusing to bring bitterness into rooms that need peace. Keep your heart upright, because a heart that drifts off course can blur the whole road. Return to prayer, not as a rushed ritual, but as the breath of a child who remembers to whom they belong. Open the scriptures, not to find a passing comfort, but to let my light correct what has gone off course within you. While the world mocks holy things, while many take watchfulness lightly, while the noise of the age makes people forget silence before me, I am still moving things you cannot see with natural eyes. Foundations are shaking. Hidden things are being exposed. Some doors must close before the right door can open. Some relationships need to be examined. Silent vows in the heart need to be broken. Habits need to be brought into the light. You do not need to be afraid if you are under my covering. My presence does not make you panic. My presence makes you steady. But if you keep stepping out of the protected place through stubbornness, you will feel the weight of battles I never intended for you to carry alone. You have been marked by me with love and purpose. You are not someone drifting through this life without direction. I chose you, called you, and preserved you through seasons you thought you could not survive. I did not bring you this far to abandon you halfway. But you must understand, my protection is not a reason for you to live carelessly. Grace is not a license for you to keep what is harming you. Mercy is not a garment covering prolonged delay. Your obedience does not purchase my love, because I loved you before you knew how to return. But obedience places you in the right position to receive the covering I prepared. Surrender does not take away your freedom. It leads you out of the chains you have grown used to calling choices. Do not wait until pain forces you to your knees before you seek me. Do not wait until the door shakes in the storm before remembering that it needs to be locked. Do not wait until the consequences are clear before admitting that I reminded you long ago. Run to me now, while you can still hear this call. Return while your heart is still tender. Lay down what is wrong before it demands a higher price. Speak the apology while healing is still possible. Stop before one small step becomes a long road leading far from peace. I am not standing far away watching you stumble. I am calling you home, to the place where there is covering, purity, light, and strength you do not need to create by yourself. My beloved child, surrender today will spare you much pain tomorrow. One small decision in obedience can prevent an entire season of chaos. One sincere prayer can reopen the flow of peace in your home. One door closed at the right time can protect the precious thing I am growing within you. So rise, turn off the noise, return to the secret place. Let me realign your breath, thoughts, desires, and steps. Let my presence cover your home with peace. I am not calling you to make you tremble. I am calling you so you may be safe. I am not warning you to push you away. I am warning you to draw you closer. Come to me now, before the storm knocks at the door, and you will see that what wanted to make you collapse must pass by the place where I am placing my light upon your life. My beloved child, I do not give you this word to make your heart tremble. I give you this word to draw you back to the light. to forgiveness, to watchfulness, and to my covering. I do not want you to live in confusion, but I also do not want you to keep calling the signs in your heart ordinary when your spirit has many times sensed that something is not right. You know what betrayal feels like. You know what it feels like to be watched, judged, doubted, or quietly resisted by others who do not want you to move forward. You have stood in seasons when the words of others wounded you. Their silence made you lonely, and hidden things caused you to lose your sense of safety. But what you need to know is that I saw it all. No scheme is hidden from my eyes. No word spoken behind your back escapes my understanding. No pain in your heart is taken lightly by me. The enemy has noticed the calling upon your life. He sees what I am doing in you. He sees that you have overcome seasons that could have caused you to collapse. He sees you still standing, still praying, still holding a spark of faith, even when there were times you thought you had run dry. And because he could not destroy you through old battles, he seeks to sow disturbance closer to you in your rest, in the atmosphere of your home, in your relationships, in the thoughts you carry into the night. But do not be afraid. I see it. I see every movement in the darkness. I see the places where heaviness tries to enter. I see the pressures that are making you tired. I see the tensions in your home, the words that collide more easily than before, the unsettled sleep, the mornings when you wake with your heart still heavy as though you never rested. You may think it is only tiredness, only stress, only a string of unlucky days. But I want you to be awake enough to bring all of it into my light. Not so you will obsess, but so you will pray. Not so you will suspect everyone, but so you will have discernment. Not so you will fear your own home, but so you will invite my presence back into every room, every relationship, every conversation, every thought, and every breath. When the atmosphere becomes heavy, you do not need to bow your head and accept it as destiny. You have the right to rise in faith, in peace, and in my name. I am your shield. I am your refuge. I am the one who protects you from what you can see and from what you cannot see. No weapon formed against you can prosper when you are in me, but you must let me fight for you. Stop trying to carry everything by yourself. Stop pretending you are fine when your soul is tired. Stop burying uneasiness beneath tasks, explanations, and the appearance of normalcy. You have felt that heaviness. You have had dreams that unsettled your heart. You have had moments when the space around you did not feel as peaceful as before. You have seen your mind pulled into anxiety, doubt, and fear. Bring all of that before me. Do not ignore it, but do not let it rule you either. Those signs are not meant to make you panic. They are invitations for you to return to prayer, worship, purity of heart, and my power. Tonight, pray with an honest heart. You do not need complicated words. You do not need to try to appear strong. Tell me what you are feeling. Invite me into the place where you live. Ask me to cleanse the atmosphere in your home. Ask me to show you what needs to be corrected, what needs to be released, which word needs an apology, which boundary needs to be established, and which place in your heart needs healing. Cleanse your heart before me. Forgive those who wounded you, not because what they did was right, but because you were not created to carry the poison of bitterness forever. Forgiveness does not mean you reopen the door to repeated harm. Forgiveness is handing judgment over to me so your heart can be free. Let me remove from you the burden of resentment. So the enemy can no longer use old wounds as a doorway into your peace. Confess my name over every room. Let my word resound where fear once stood. Read Psalm 91 with faith, not as an empty ritual, but as a reminder that you are under the shadow of the Almighty. Let the sound of worship soften the atmosphere in your home. Let gratitude replace uneasiness. Let my peace rise where chaos once tried to take its place. But remember this as well. My power is not only present in outward actions. I also want to touch what is within you. I want to heal the places where you were wounded. I want to calm your mind. I want to teach you to rest, to sleep in peace, to wake in trust, and to walk no longer terrified by what is unseen. When you call me, I do not come to make you more afraid, I come to make darkness retreat. Do not fight through panic. Fight through my presence. Do not fight by suspecting everyone. Fight through wisdom and love, protected by boundaries. Do not fight through anger. Fight through prayer, forgiveness, truth, worship, and obedience. I will show you where to step and where to leave. I will let you know what needs to be said and what needs to remain silent. I will lead you by peace, not by chaos. You are not alone in this battle. I am with you. I am in that home when you invite me in. I am beside your bed when you lie awake. I am in every sigh you do not know how to express. I am in the tears you hide. And when you call upon me, you will see that I am more powerful than every heaviness that ever came near you. Turn your eyes back to me. Let your heart leave the darkness and anchor itself in truth. I am your refuge. I am your fortress. I am the God you can trust. When you call my name with a humble heart, I will answer. When you place your home, your heart, and your family under my covering, I will begin the work of restoration, and the place once covered by heaviness will again be filled with peace, light, and my living presence.